then you kind of fizzled. What happened?
My opinion, what happened? I mean, I haven't watched the tape yet at all, but I think with inexperienced guys, and I kind of mentioned this to the group before the game and at halftime, is that there's really two things that slow an offense down: success and failure. And I don't know if that makes 100% sense, but when you have success early like that and you're inexperienced, you start thinking this is easy, you know. And I think we had some of that because we went out there, great tempo, great drive, the first deal. Actually, the next two wasn't terrible, but I could sense a little lull in our mentality and our tempo and everything. And I just think that it had a lot to do with inexperience. I think it had a lot to do with who we were playing. I mean, I give those guys a lot of credit. I mean, schematically, they came out with things that they haven't shown before, and it gave us some problems. I think we made some adjustments and got some positive plays going. But I mean, we had a lot of inexperienced guys, and we asked the quarterback to manage the game, which I thought he did. He turned the ball over one time, which was, you know, obviously that's not acceptable. But obviously, in my opinion, there's no ugly win. It's 1-0. We'll take it. Thank God for Nick O'Toole.
Talk a little bit more about Paul, his first start, you know, what you liked and what you didn't like.
I mean, I thought, you know, especially going out there and the first drive was pretty impressive, you know. I mean, a kid, that's his first start. And so he took the ball down. I mean, I thought for the majority now, I haven't sat there and analyzed the film, but he managed the game well. And that's all we asked him to do. We didn't sit there and dump a whole lot on him this game. All we wanted him to do was manage the game, take care of the football, which one time he didn't, but it was a bad call on our part too. You know, it was, and I could get into details about it, but it was just a bad call, bad situation. We didn't put him in a good situation on that. And so that's a lot of our fault, but he still should take care of the ball. But overall, you know, I think he completed, 70% or whatever, 19 for 25 or whatever it was. And I thought he managed the game. He did a lot of things unseen by the eye, which is check out of bad stuff. And we had a lot of pass plays called where he would check out in the run game, which he did a good job getting us into a better play. I thought he managed the game well. I really did, just looking from up top. Now, obviously, I'll, watch it a lot closer tomorrow and tonight. So.
Is this a case where you try and open the offense up a little bit more gradually as the season goes on, or do you have to really just go game by game with that?
Well, obviously, our game plan was pretty simple today, and it was for a reason. I mean, we have a lot of the guys we were breaking in. We wanted to see how they were going to respond, and going in down at halftime, there's a lot of question marks right now. A lot of the guys that haven't really. I mean, it's hard to fight back and win games from behind. And so I thought that was an extreme positive that they went out and had tough skin and competed and went out there and drove the ball down. Obviously, we didn't get a touchdown. We got a field goal. Then we got a touchdown, and we clawed ourselves back into the game. And for inexperienced guys, I think that's huge because a lot of times when you're dealing with people that's never played in that atmosphere before, never played in a college situation, I mean, it's easy to shut it down at that point, So I think that showed some resilience, which we can obviously build on.
Maybe a little bit